Hi friends, Kill Code Part 3 just dropped, so I thought I'd put together this video to explain all the lore in the latest Kill Code episode and how it ties in with the rest of the lore in Apex Legends. There are a few little hidden Easter eggs here to pick out, which we'll do as we go along. Let's start with a very quick recap on where we are in the Kill Code lore story. So up to this point, a number of activities have happened, all stemming from Eduardo Silva, who happens to be Octane's father/grandfather and leader of the Syndicate. Currently, he has some kind of master plan in motion. Lifeline's teamed up with Maggie, Crypto, Loba and Valkyrie to try and stop him, with each of them having their own reasons for being involved. Lifeline and the gang in episode 1 of the Kill Code series broke into the Hammond facility on Salvo to try and work out what Silva's up to. They find he's got a bunch of production factories with Revenant shells on the go after stealing some data from the system. At the same time, Loba spins off into her own side mission where she eventually finds a piece of Revenant, his eye. This then leads the story to cross paths with Revenant, because as part of Eduardo Silva's plan, he's stolen Revenant's source code and is doing some kind of experiments on him, one of the consequences of this being Revenant Reborn. So while Loba's getting Crypto to inspect the eye, it turns out Revenant is seeing everything. He eventually tracks it to Crypto's bunker, and that's exactly where part 3 picks up. After Crypto runs some diagnostics on Revenant, they start having a discussion on what they're going to do about the situation. Everyone but Loba wants to destroy Revenant's source code. Remember, in destroying the source code, they end Revenant's ability to jump into new shells, meaning he would only have one life left. This could in theory stop Eduardo Silva's plan, whatever it is. But at the same time, from Loba's point of view, this would also end his suffering, which of course she doesn't want that to happen because she feels he deserves to be punished. Oh, and by the way, I really like Crypto's gaming chair. Notice his logo on it. I think it's a pretty cool gaming chair. Anyways, after all this, they eventually come to the conclusion that it's too dangerous to let Eduardo Silva gain control over Revenant, given they all know what he's capable of. Revenant reveals his source code is at a Hammond production lab in Malta. For those of you that don't know where Malta is, it's a city on Samathi, the same planet as Olympus. It's actually the same place where Pathfinder met Victor Maldera in the Fight Night cinematic. It also happens to be the place where Mad Maggie is kept in prison when she's not in the Apex games. So the gang decide they need to go to Malta, and they come up with a plan to infiltrate the Hammond facility using Revenant's real body as a fake shell. On the way there, you do get a little sneak peek of Olympus if you look at the sky. Even though they make it into the Hammond facility, it kind of goes a little bit wrong. But there's a fun little Easter egg hidden there. The song they're playing is actually a song called Lifeline by the Flyer Liars, which is Lifeline's band. And that's exactly how the receptionist recognizes her, and then they quickly sound the alarm because they know exactly what Lifeline's up to. This then initiates the protocol to protect the source code, and Valkyrie then has to make a very quick decision to side with the rest of the team against Loba. Now this bit's quite significant, although subtle, because it could be setting up a Trouble in Paradise storyline for the fiery couple, and maybe even set up a Loba Bangalore reunion. In the midst of all the fighting and this protection protocol, Valkyrie manages to grab the source code, but the legends have to fend off against some sizable robots. One of my favourite moments in this is actually when Revenant picks up the source code in front of Loba, thinking he's beaten her to it, but then they get surrounded by robots and he's just like, truce? Overall though, there are some pretty cool fight scenes here, with Lifeline even shocking her drumsticks through some robots, and eventually they clear the field and it's left down to who will get Revenant's source code, the legends that want to destroy it or Loba. Before Loba can take it off Valkyrie though with the threat of her trusty P2020, it's stolen by Eduardo Silva himself, using Loba's black market nonetheless. Loba mains, always remember to put away your black markets. Now Eduardo Silva does say a few interesting things. He says he's only burrowing the source code. Now lore-wise, this could mean he's either going to create another Revenant, or he's going to find a way to destroy it, but also make it so when it's destroyed, it doesn't actually affect Revenant. I say that because he says to Revenant as he's leaving that Revenant's going to appreciate what's to come. Interestingly though, he doesn't call him Revenant, he calls him Caleb at the end there. Now this is a little Easter egg, because Revenant's real name when he was a human was Caleb Cross. Now, very few people have called Revenant Caleb during any of the lore cinematics we've ever had, so this feels quite significant. This rounds out the lore in part 3 of the Kill Code series. Obviously the gang are left distraught at the end of this and not happy, and it does say it will be continued, meaning there's going to be a part 4. I'm not sure how this part 3 actually ties in with season 19, so let me know in the comments if you spotted anything related to season 19. For now though, don't forget to like and subscribe, thank you for watching, and I'll catch you later.